Hi guys, welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got a fun one for you today. We've got some little icon boxes here. When you hover over them, they're going to expand, change color, and reveal some content there. Take your mouse off, they're going to go back to how they were, and go on to the next one. Really nice little thing to have on your website. Do this sort of thing. It's going to get people's attention really quickly, which is exactly what you want. Of course, it'll look just as good on tablet and mobile. They'll have to tap on them rather than just hover. I hit my F12 key. Here we are on iPad. There we got our little icon boxes. If we just tap on the icon, it's going to open up. Click off of it, it's going to close up. Same with these other ones down here. Once you click off of them, they'll close up. Move on to the next one. So let's get started. Really easy to do. No coding involved in this today at all. Let's go ahead and start a new page. We'll give it a title. And of course, let's use the Divi builder. I'm going to go ahead and build from scratch. I'm just going to throw 2 columns in mine, put as many or as few in yours as you require. I'm going to use our fantastic little Blurb module for this today. Okay, obviously put your title in here. I haven't got any real content, so I'm going to leave it just as it is. Put whatever content you want in here. This is a WYSIWYG section, so you can align text, make it in the titles, bold, italicize, make bullet points, and add media if you want to. I'm going to leave mine just as it is. I am going to switch out that image for an icon though. Image and icon just underneath. I'm going to switch the switch from no to yes. Yeah, let's just pop in that one. Great. If you want to link the module or the title or both to some way, you can do it down below in the link right here. And always best practice, if you're linking to your own site, keep it in the same window. If you're linking off-site, open it in a new tab so your site will stay open. Background, well actually I'm going to give it a black background. I'm not worried about the text because we're going to hide this text and then we reveal it. I'm going to have it be a different color so that text will work on it. But the icon, I do want to change that color, make it a bit smaller and add a little bit of padding all around this thing. So let's do that. Let's go over to our design, image and icon at the top there. I'm going to make it blue. I'm going to take it down a little bit in size, let's say 50 pixels. That's going to work. Now let's give this a bit of breathing room with some padding. We just close up our image and icon here. We can go down to spacing, which is always where you'll find padding and margin. I want to put a little bit on top, bottom, left and right. Let's try 30 pixels all around. Just put in the 30, it'll put in the pixels for you. Hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side. Same with the left and right. And I think I'm going to center align that text. We can do that if we close up spacing, go into the regular text. We can get it all at once by just hitting the center align button there. Great. Now I'm going to give this whole section a blue background. So I'm going to give this a little glow in the background of a blue color. To do that, we can close up our text. We'll go to box shadow. There's the one I'm going to use all around. I'm going to click on it. I'm just going to turn it blue. Got that little glow around the outside. When we work on our section, that'll look a lot more impressive. Great. Well, initially, we just want to see our icon. And then when you hover over it, we want it to reveal the text. So let's do that. Still in design, let's go up and close up box shadow. We're going to go up to sizing just above here. And if we go down to height here, we can give it a fixed height. I'm going to try 100 pixels, 100. The pix, that's great. It's left a little bit of that writing in there. Give it a little bit more. Now we don't want to see anything that falls out of our little box here. So adjust it to the size that you want it there. I think something like that's going to do me. We don't want to see any of this stuff falling out. We may see it on the builder side here. But if we go over to our advanced, to visibility, and hide any overflow, it'll disappear. Change both of these to hidden. As you can see, that's disappeared. Like I say, occasionally when we're in the builder mode, you will see it. Great. Well, we're fairly happy with that, but we want to bring it back when they hover over it so that they can read that text. So if we go back to our design and sizing again, we go down to our height now. What we're going to do, and this is common to all Divi modules, is roll over the dark writing. You'll see some little icons appear. Go to the thing you want to affect, in our case, the height. We're going to get the little arrow up here. Once we click on that, it's going to give us two tabs. Desktop, we can have one value set here. Then we can click on the hover and have a completely different one. We can reveal that text by just putting auto in there, AUTO, and it will automatically go back to the size that it needs. But I can't read that text very well, so I thought it'd be nice if we changed that background color as well on hover. So we can do that very easy if we go back to content, go down to our background where we put the black in. Again, I'm going to go up, I'm going to get the little arrow up, I'm going to click on the hover tab, I'm going to change it to a different color, maybe a light gray. I'm going to click on my three little dots, get my color palette up, perhaps something like that. I think that's what I used before. Well, click on the desktop, make sure we still got a black on the desktop. Fantastic. Once you've got one of these, they're very easy to duplicate. Now we've got all our settings in there. We can just click on the module. We can hit the two little boxes to duplicate it as many times as you want. And of course, you can move them by just clicking on them, dragging them to where you want. I'll just go through. I'll change these icons. No point you watching me do that. I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to go into each one. I'm going to go down to icon. Of course, you'd have different amount of text, and it doesn't matter how much text you've got in there. Because we've used auto for the sizing, it'll open it up to the right size. So let's pause this. I'll do the rest of these icons. Great. Well, I've just done that with those. Let's just throw a bit of content in down below so we got a bit of movement scrolling room on our page here. I'm just going to add a section from the library, and then we'll test this out on the front end. Hit the little purple button, save draft or publish if you're ready. Let's exit the visual builder. And there we have it. There's our little icon boxes. When I roll over, they're going to expand like that. But you may notice down below, if I take that back, it's pushing our content down, which is fine. But what I did with my last one is I gave the actual section itself a little bit of extra room on the bottom so that that content basically stayed where it is when these were expanding. I'll show you exactly how to do that. So if we re-enable the visual builder here, we'll make this section a little more exciting. Let's go into the section itself. And what I did, I went over to design and sizing. I gave it a minimum height. Doesn't matter too much on tablet and mobile, because as you saw, they'll be stacked and they'll just push each other down. But on desktop, I'm going to give it a minimum height of, say, 60 VH, which is 60% of the viewable height. So let's do that. 60 VH. Let's make it a little more. Let's make it 80 viewable height. That way, when these open up, it's not going to move that content down there. And just to make it a little more interesting, let's chuck a background image in the back. Background always under content. Third tab along is background image. And we'll throw in that crazy picture we had before. Fantastic. And we should be good to go. Let's save our changes now. Again, we'll save the page changes and exit the visual builder. Here's our little icon boxes on that background. Now when I open it up, you'll see that content below is not moving at all because I've given it that extra space with our little section here. As I say, that's a really nice little feature to have on your site. And as you've seen, no coding involved at all with this today. Really easy to do. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you. We'll make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie with System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.